another area that I loved was the poem that you had written, taking you from the past through the present and to the future. It was just stunning, absolutely stunning. And Suzi and I actually spent some time together chatting over this, getting the feel of the energy that you were working with. And it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then Suzi came up with a wonderful ditty chant for you.
It was reclaiming the joyful way.
Yeah, reclaiming the joyful way. Thank you. It's so simple. Yeah, because actually, before you said that, Nikki, Marianna, I was just realising for anybody listening that we haven't actually said what Karen's ceremony was, and so it was reclaiming the joyful way, and that's what you wanted to really celebrate and honour, and that's what people were meeting for, to celebrate with you.
Yeah,
yes.
And actually, one of the things, you know, that actually really spilled out further, because it was really with the two of you prompting me to write. And I might write for a living, but I don't write creatively in that sense. But that prompt to do that was reclaiming another part of myself that I'd forgotten about. And that is, you know, when I was younger, that I did used to write a lot. And that's something that stayed with me, and it's prompted me to go on and join one of Francesca's online courses, just to keep that momentum. And I think that, and the fact that I've remembered your little ditty,
yes,
it does every now and again, it's a little earworm for me.
Oh, great.
I think what's really amazing about that is it stays with me. I think often, I think you can go on a retreat or a special day and you get caught up in it, it's wonderful, and then you go back to your real life, as it were, and it disappears very quickly. Whereas I think with what you've created, there are certain things that have just continued to be reinforced and has kept me really focused on where I want to go really in the future. You know, so that's actually really quite a powerful thing. You know, and I'm somebody who's been on lots of wonderful retreats and worked with some wonderful people, and I, for a lot of them, 6 weeks down the line, would I remember the fine details? Possibly not. And I think it just goes to show actually how much effort you both put in to make it really, really meaningful, and very specific for me. So yeah. Thank you.
I really appreciate you saying that, Karen, because it is hard, you know, to really explain if people haven't experienced the power of ceremony. It works on so many different levels. So I'm really pleased that you've shared your experience of that, and particularly because you're talking 7 weeks after the event, and it will go on affecting you. And I'm delighted that little ditty that is still coming up for you and things. And it's that whole thing about people uniting and solidifying, and, you know, somebody's idea. And when you were talking, I remember that meeting we had with you when you got very excited about doing something that was creative writing, and you sort of lit up and said, I haven't had any creative writing for years, you know. And so I'm delighted that was a catalyst for something much more for you. Yeah.
And what's wonderful is that it's continuing on for you, because that is so important, that it's not just a one-off event and finish. It's a springboard for where you want to get to.